These are among the focus tonight. KKDW agrees to donate EV to Santax. Santax Lundu becomes the first TVET institution in Malaysia to offer esports course. TVET complements existing education system. Good evening. The Ministry of Rural and Regional Development, KKDW, has agreed to donate an electric vehicle, EV, to the Sarawak Centre of Technical Excellence, Santax, for educational purposes in the field of automotive studies. Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi announced the decision after noting that automotive students in Malaysia are currently using older vehicle models for their learning.
Dan saya telah berbincang dengan tim Perdana Menteri saya dalam bidang otomotif. Oleh kerana KKDW diberikan 6 kereta EV baru, maka satu daripada 6 kereta EV baru untuk pembelajaran pelajar-pelajar otomotif dalam bidang EV ini akan kita serahkan kepada Sintek. Permasalahan TVET otomotif di negara kita, bagaimanakah pelajar mahu belajar teknologi baru apabila kereta yang dihantar ke bengkel untuk dipelajari oleh pelajar-pelajar ini adalah model Proton generasi pertama.
He shared these remarks during the launch of the Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET Initiative event at Santax Lundu branch on Saturday. To ensure that TVET education remains relevant in Malaysia, Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid, who is also the Minister of KKDW, mentioned that there are plans for TVET students at Santax to further their studies in China, fully funded by the Chinese government.
Kenapa saya mengambil langkah-langkah ini? Kerana saya merasakan bahawa ini adalah satu kaedah baru yang dilakukan oleh kita dan juga oleh banyak institusi TVET di dunia, terutamanya negara-negara yang maju.
In addition, as chairman of the National TVET Council, he proposed a student exchange program between Santax and the University Kuala Lumpur, UniKL, to promote the sharing of ideas and learning environments. Meanwhile, the Sarawak Centre of Excellence in Technology, Santax, Lundu, has made history by becoming the first technical and vocational education and training TVET institution in Malaysia to offer a course in electronic sports or esports. Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi highlighted that the development of esports in the country is progressing rapidly, no longer viewed merely as entertainment or a pastime. He noted that this is proven by the success of national teams, which have won over 4 million ringgit in cash prizes at international tournaments.
Tan Sri dan rakan-rakan daripada Sintek, saya ucapkan tahniah. Setakat ini tidak ada institusi TVET di mana-mana negeri selain daripada di Sarawak ini yang mengajar e-sports. Saya harap kita akan menghantar ramai lagi peserta untuk competition e-sport di peringkat dunia.
In addition to participating in world-class and competitions, he, who is also the Minister of Rural and Regional Development, said that the rise of esports has created a creative content industry related to various game types.
Dan saya harap e-sport bukan hanya setakat penyertaan di dalam pertandingan, tetapi ialah pengujudan kepada industri konten kepada e-sport itu sendiri. Kita mesti mampu menzahirkan, mewujudkan ramai anak-anak lepasan TVET e-sport ini untuk berada di peringkat dunia, menjual konten kepada e-sport ini mengikut versi Malaysia.
During Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid's visit to Santex Lundu, he also had the opportunity to launch the eSport Training Hub and Certification Academy. At the same event, Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi noted that technical and vocational education and training TVET complements the existing education system in meeting the demand for skilled workers in industries across the country. He emphasized that TVET is now a game changer in shaping the future direction of the education system. He explained that there should be no competition or comparison between academic and vocational education, as both are interconnected and necessary. This in turn strengthens the academic and skills-based education system, positioning Malaysia to become a developed nation on par with others.
Kerana kita melakukan game changer untuk menyediakan ekosistem pendidikan yang baharu, bukan untuk bersaing tetapi untuk komplement dengan sistem pendidikan akademik yang sedia ada. Kerana kita tahu bahawa Malaysia akan menjadi sebuah negara yang maju.
Dato' Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid added that Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim has tasked him with leading the National TVET Council to coordinate the efforts of 12 ministries with TVET institutions, ensuring cost effectiveness from the 6.8 billion ringgit allocated. This initiative aims to ensure that TVET students have employment opportunities and that the syllabus remains relevant and effective.
Maka yang paling utama apabila training atau latihan diberikan, keboleh pasaran mesti ada. Di peringkat nasional, 94% lulusan TVET memperolehi pekerjaan selepas tempoh kursus itu dilalui. Artinya daripada 100 yang mengikuti kursus TVET ini, 94 daripadanya memperolehi pekerjaan.
The agricultural sector must prioritize innovation and research to address challenges and ensure long-term sustainability, said Sarawak Minister for Food Industry, Commodity and Regional Development, Dato' Sri Dr. Stephen Rundi Utom. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the Semenggok Agricultural Research Centre Open Day 2024 on Saturday, Dato' Sri Dr. Rundi emphasized the importance of proper management in farming, noting that neglecting crops or livestock could lead to failure.
Kalau mau melakukan sesuatu yang besar, we have to be ready with plan. If you don't do it well, don't treat it well, your plant, your crop, whatever you deal with will die. So you so-called RO that you have, people like Dr. McLean, these are real doctor dealing with living things. So you have to find ways. But in your case, in my case, I don't have to sell human being. But in your case, you can sell your product. So therefore, you have to have that in mind so that you'll be able to move along that line. One day, we must create industry.
Highlighting the role of research and development (R&D), Dato' Sri Dr. Rundi acknowledged the difficulties but stressed its importance in offering sustainable practices and developing premium agricultural products. The two-day event, which ran from October 4 to 5, held to mark the 100th anniversary of the Sarawak Department of Agriculture, featured booths from companies like Sarawak Biodiversity Centre, Santex and JLH Fruit Plantation Enterprise, as well as activities including a colouring competition, coffee processing and cooking demonstrations. Indonesian band Parade Hujan stole the show on the first night of the Kuching Jazz Festival, captivating the audience with a serenading performance of their hit song Akad at the Kuching Waterfront Esplanade. As the band played their signature tunes, fans were seen holding up their phones, recording the memorable moment. Parade Hujan continued to thrill the crowd with other fan favourites like Untuk Perempuan Yang Sedang Diperlukan, Menuju Senja, and Berdua Saja. The evening also featured performances from a diverse lineup, including local acts Suif and Suhu, as well as renowned artists ZRV and Mellow Motive. One of the standout performances came from Mellow Motive's vocalist Natasha Patamapongs, who performed with a cast on her left arm. Despite the injury, she delivered an engaging performance, effortlessly connecting with the audience. The crowd began gathering as early as in the evening, and the music continued late into the night, wrapping up just before midnight. Day 2 of the festival promises even more excitement, with performances from artists like Rizky Febian, Atilia Harund, Sang Timur, Aro and Difasola, and Fas. The festival is expected to draw larger crowds, as well as jazz vibes continue to fill the air in Kuching. And that's the English edition with me, Philip Yeoh. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude the bulletin with the coverage of the Sarawak Career and Training SCAT Fair opening ceremony at the Hikmah Exchange Event Centre on Saturday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.